Yo, what's up guys? You got PokeaimMD here with the next part of my Slowbro suspect test run. We're using this team by Devon again, and it's pretty cool because it has some threats that you don't typically see, like a Z Cryogonal, a sub Aerodactyl, just a whole bunch of different threats, and I'm really, thank you fam, have fun. I was about to say thank you and turn on the timer on you too, so I appreciate you doing that for me. Anyway, pretty weak to Restock Malamar if I get rid of Diancie. Diancie itself is actually a pretty big threat too. I love a Selgar as a lead, though it doesn't help me out very much versus Diancie. I'm actually gonna lead off with Sigilyph. Now the reason being is Rotom is annoying for me to fight with just the Hex set and whatnot, and I can Tox that. It also helped me out versus Diancie. But thinking about it now, since I'm not Spidef, I'm fully Fizdef, maybe it's in my best interest to not stay in and allow him to Will-O-Wisp my Malamar, because this gives me a free knock. I'm assuming that it might actually be Z Heal Bell Diancie, so any chip damage might not matter so much. However, because Malamar is Restock, I'll be fine with that. Ideally, it's leftovers though, and I'm able to knock it off. Nice. Awesome. Okay, so this means that I do get up my rocks with my Sigilyph, pressuring Rotom, Sneasel, and whatnot. I'm actually really glad that that was rocks Diancie, mainly because it's going to be a pain to wear down. So set up my Stealth Rock right here. I'm actually going to protect because he might double out into Sneasel, anticipating me to want to go VILEPLUME. Nope, just throws off a Giga Drain. No big deal. VILEPLUME comes in. I should be able to take an HP Ice as well. Yep, relatively safely. And we'll just throw off a Synthesis. He doesn't really switch in too well to this besides Garbodor, but I feel like I can weaken you and then spin with Cryogonal. Actually, what I want to do is go Cryogonal and just throw off a Z immediately, because you should get up spikes. I'll throw off my Z, and if you go Rotom trying to spin block, that'll be fine. Otherwise, if you stay in, it doesn't KO, unfortunately. And unfortunately, I go down to his move as well. So he's going to play this game with Spike. That sucks. That actually really sucks for me that didn't KO him. Then again, I have no special attack investment. It's mainly there for the what's it called? For Metachamp. Alright, we'll bring out Aerodactyl now. I want him to sack Garbodor, that way I can bring out my Selgor and start spiking myself. And by him switching, that's fine by me. We'll sub here. If he's sub toxic, ends up going Diancie, not a big deal either, because I can start pressure stalling this thing as well and eating up his attacks. He anticipated me to probably go VILEPLUME, so start pressure stalling it a little bit behind our subs, make it waste its power gems and whatnot. It has way too many power gems though. Thinking about it, and I'll be able to go VILEPLUME here. Moonblast, not a big deal. We'll Synthesis one more time. I don't want him going out into the Sneasel directly on me. He might Volt Switch here. This is getting tough because, like, a Selgor is really good versus him, right? This was one of his Bug Buzz resistances. The other one's obviously Diancie, and this Rotom. I don't have Energy Ball, which kind of sucks. But Sludge Bomb is also almost non-resisted by his team. Energy Ball would be really nice too here. I'm a Giga Drain. If I can at least weaken Rotom to the point of being 2-hit KO by Selgor, that's great for me. I also don't think Hex is going to knock 2-hit KO me. Yeah, that did nothing. Nice. So I'll Sludge Bomb first, because potentially getting a poison on Rotom is also really good for me going for, well, 30% did not do enough. Give me your attack stat. Are you sacking Garbodor here? Nope, go Sneasel, which is fantastic because not only do I take his attack stat, I get back up to full. I could see him knocking instead of going for Icicle Crash. Huh. Oh, it's banded too. I didn't realize how much it did. Poison? Nope. Or for okay, so I need a VILEPLUME for the man. If that Z move KO'd Garbodor, that sucks. I still really think Restock Malamar is super good in this, but now I'm not even sure because it got harder. You don't live hazards. There's no way I'm gonna pressure him to defog himself. We'll save that as fodder at least. Because Seismitoad doesn't have very appreciative switch-ins on my opponent's part at all. Let's throw off a Scald as he sacks Garbodor. Great. Maybe I can pressure stall this guy a little bit though. That's like, I guess, the game plan at that point. And probably hazard stack him for Aerodactyl to put in a little bit of work. So we sack Vileplume here. We'll bring out a Selgor. If he defogs himself, that's not like a good play. That's not good for him in general versus me. But yeah, we'll get up a Spike. At least pressuring Sneasel, pressuring everything. Mainly Sneasel though. I cannot let him Volt Switch on me, unfortunately. If he does, then I lost everything by getting up these hazards. So I rather have to go Seismitoad here. As he goes for defog. Cool. That's fantastic. I'm gonna get up my rocks again. That's actually fantastic. Especially because I can go Arrow. Hit that boy, put an attack right here as he goes Slowbro. Scald does not have too much PP, and if he wants to go for, I mean, I'm pretty sure this is Z. But him getting rid of spikes is so good for my Selgor. Get my Seismitoad back up to a good amount of HP too. Not bad, not bad, not bad. And we'll double out to a Selgor here because we cannot let him get in his Sceptile. I don't think he'd let me poison him. Yep, he'd go for Sceptile, exactly. That's what I would expect there. And at this point, I believe we go for Sludge Bomb, as it's our best way of hitting Diancie outside of Focus Blast, but it also would hit that. Can we finally get a poison? Thank you. So many 30%s. Go Slowbro, which I don't think takes us too well unless it's Assault Vest. Yeah, that is, ain't that the truth? Barely took that well, but look at Bug Buzz and look at his team now. So time to throw off a Toxic here. And he gives me Toxic on Slowbro. Fantastic. He can't even, he's probably slack off Scald. Yep. I'm going Aerodactyl. I think you're going to go Sceptile again. That's a little bit unfortunate. Especially because it looks like it'd be a 2-hit KO. Yeah, that would easily have been 2-hit KO on the Sceptile. A little bit unfortunate that that's the way it happened, but I'm thinking with Diancie so low, I might just win with Malamar anyway. So we for sure just click Bug Buzz here. That'll 2-hit KO Rotom. Unless it's I have Papa Berry. Diancie should die, and he gives me Sceptile, which is fantastic for Seismitoad. Absolutely fantastic for Seismitoad. I'm pretty sure that that's a Toxic Calm Mind Slowbro set, which means that Seismitoad should wall it because I got burnt. Sneasel will not be able to knock me out with Ice Shard. Actually, it may be able to. Let me count that. Let me not, like, just lie. Selgor. Because I know it's banded. 62%. I'm at 63. Yep, we're good. We are good. Sneasel is gone. That's a heavy hitter for Malamar. Not bad. Not bad. Papa? No, not. That should die then. Hey, good game, dude. Not bad. And he goes Slowbro first, like, which is Calm Mind, the Toxic set. So, this is well, to quote the Gumi from the last NU video, sometimes a burn in this tier is worse than. I wonder if this lives. It's 4 times. I bet you this lived. Thank you. You too. This probably lives, right? Oh, it didn't. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, cool. So, got a little bit fishy there. Fishy. What the hell am I saying? Got a little bit scary there. Fishy. Why am I using that term? It got a little scary there. But I probably should have calced the ICMZ, but it's Blizzard Sub-Zero Slammer. Come on, can you blame me for it not KOing or me not expecting it to KO? But nice. I love how eventually me spamming Sludge Bomb, me spamming 30% moves worked for me. And I guess, again, letting Seismitoad get burnt ended up being a great play because, like I said, I'm pretty sure the way he was playing it was just clicking Scald with the Slowbro that it more than likely... Oh, I never did the Ionex. It more than likely was indeed the Calm Mind Toxic set. Now, I like a Selgor a lot in this. I like hazards too, unless this thing gets default. Gotta be careful though, because Minior is a problem. I mean, Seismitoad's just a great lead, because it has Protect versus everything. It leads Incineroar. Rock Sharp are fantastic too. Fake Out, Knock Off will be annoying. I still think Rocks are my play, especially because you have Slowking. Yeah. So Fake Out, U-Turn. I'm assuming Knock Off and Flare Blitz. So that's more than likely Assault Vest. Incineroar, just the way he played it immediately. Really surprised that that is how he played it, but to each their own. One mon that can win this game, especially if I get a Toxic off on Quagsire, is easily my Malamar. Now, Protect right here. See if he has the Grass Knot or anything. Throws off a Toxic. Not too bad, not too bad. I don't mind Cryogonal getting Toxic. I feel like that's the best member on my team to get Toxic, if anything. And we can just Toxic his own Slowking. I'm a double Toxic here. Expecting Incineroar to want to come out. Nice. Hey, and we actually land. Wow. Surprise. Now, I would very much like my my leftovers on Aerodactyl. And I think leftovers on this is worth too. I'm a Sub-Zero Slammer. I'm going to allow him to knock me out, but just to make sure that Incineroar cannot be coming in anymore. I think that this is fine, considering his rocker is Minior, if he has a rocker. And this should at least put him in range of rocks after poison. Ends up going for U-turn either way, so he only has one switch in no matter what. And with getting the Toxic on Slowking, I'm not as worried about it, especially because Malamar just gets to come in now. Sorry, you can't see my Malamar. Should not skip the turn. That's fine. Go for a knock here. Hey, nice attack raise. Appreciate that, buddy. Go ahead and give me that Incineroar. Lovely. I mean, this would have been good for Superpower too, right? But Max Buff Malamar is really nice because it can actually beat the majority, if not all, of his team. Minior being the most scary mon that could potentially come out here. I believe I go for... I'm not sure why that came out. That don't kill me. I'm Max Buff. I believe I just go for Superpower here and knock him out. I think his play is to go Quagsire and Toxic me, right? But... is that Specs? Well, either way, it does not matter now because my Malamar is in. My Malamar has 2 attack raises, so I can actually beat down the Minior, if anything, as he goes Quag. That's not a problem. We'll knock off his leftovers, and then we'll Toxic it later. Especially because, again, Malamar it doesn't care at all about what he has at this point. Though I guess a really boosting Scrafty, or if Minior Shell Smash is enough, it could be scary. I mean, either way, we rest here. Because we'll take every hit. He can't knock off my left. Well, I mean, he can with this Scrafty, but he can't currently knock off my leftovers. Could have Encore, in which case I will obviously switch. Also, Bug Buzz. I mean, it's resisted by Minior, but that's about it. Otherwise, I think it 2 KOs everything. Oh, he can get a Spadef drop on me too. That'd be cool. I don't want to go for Sleep Talk because I kind of want to save my stats. And now we know his entire set, which is great. Especially because look at his VILEPLUME. Let me burn one more turn of sleep because it might be bad that I'm awake or that I'm not awake at a point. Yeah. So I believe my play here is the Superpower into Knockoff because I should be able to live every hit. Yeah, that'll definitely KO the other variation of Minior as well. Simply because this has less defenses. So I'll live this Acrobatics, knock him out with the next Superpower. I am faster than the Scrafty, and if it's offensive Scrafty, it doesn't knock me out either way. If he goes Quag, I rest again. If he goes Scrafty, again, I'm faster. If it's defensive, I hit it with a +2 Superpower into a +1 Superpower, assuming +2 doesn't knock it out. And once again, we just rest. Yep, nice. Awesome. So couldn't have asked for a better game. I think that went exactly how I wanted. I don't think I made any too bad of misplays if I'm looking at it. At that point, I don't think he could have done much. Like, he goes Quagsire, I rest, I stay in once again to burn my turns. I think his only way of winning was hazing me and then trying to get in Scrafty and setting up alongside Malamar but which is definitely possible because I only have a 33% chance to get superpower from Restock. Oh, clean team. Oh, I'm really hoping that Cryogonal is going to be able to Z-move the Medicham in this game. I'm actually going to lead off with it because if he leads off with Amistar, I can Toxic it immediately. And then spin and whatnot. So we'll go for Toxic. So he goes for Stealth Rock. No big deal. Rapid Spin. Gets his weak armor. I'll be slower than him, which is better for me. Because I'm basically able to always Rapid Spin and I just spam it. And because Toxic puts him on a timer, even if he starts Shell Smashing to try and beat me, I'm in a winning position here. I'm not sure what he's doing because he can't switch into a Ghost type and set up Rock at the same time. I mean, it's a really, really, really fast Amistar. That's cool. Okay, so if this is not Scarf, this is the reason why we have Sub-Zero Slammer. If this is not Scarf, this O-Code Sub-Zero Slammer. Yeah, not a Devon. I'm glad I got to show it off. So that's the reason why we have that right there. Just the O-Code Medicham. And I'm so glad that Cryogonal, one of my favorite ice types. You know, obviously we got Berte too, but Cryogonal is easily one of my favorite ice types. Love this thing in black and white NU. And I'm just glad we got to show it off. So that was fantastic. I think I should have went hard into Dhelmise, even though obviously if I went for Freeze Dry and it wasn't an Assault Vest Dhelmise, it could be 2-hit KO'd. But nice. Let me see what the requirements are. I think it's like 40 games minimum. I always forget because I just record and then, you know, from there figure out what's going on. So let me look at this real quick. 40 games minimum with play a minimum of 40 games and a minimum GXC of 80. I believe we almost have 40 games, but we definitely don't have that GXC of 80 just yet. I think we have like 32 games, 31 games. We have 77 and we have 32 games. Yeah, so we got a little while to go. Okay, few big threats on his team. VILEPLUME thankfully checks Comfy. Seismitoad beats Kling-Klang. Blastoise is beaten by these two. Magmortar is a giant threat, but thankfully Aerodactyl can check Magmortar as well as Sceptile. Also really, really nice Asfgerthrrth in this game. No, I really am worried about this thing though, for sure. In fact, I'm so worried about Magmortar that I'm going to lead off with Aerodactyl. Leads off with Kling-Klang, which isn't too big of a deal because that always allows me to get out to Seismitoad. Maybe he'll Gear Grind immediately. Just Shift Gears. That doesn't matter even if you Magnet Rise. Yeah, he Shift Geared to switch into Sceptile, which is checked by VILEPLUME and Cryogonal, so I'm not as worried. And if he was SD, then that doesn't matter either. No reason to reveal that I have Protect. I can just go VILEPLUME and throw off a Sludge Bomb. As he goes for Specs HP Ice. Cool. Let me actually heal up real quick. As he goes back out to Kling-Klang. And again, that burn is really nice on Sceptile for Aerodactyl. Now, as far as my opponent's win con goes, he's really... Because him not having rocks is worse for him than it is... But like, he needs rocks in this game. Because he needs to pressure me with offensive doubles. And again, VILEPLUME just does way too much in this game versus him. Malamar is not bad either, but obviously Comfy is scary. Like, Comfy is, I think, is going to be his main way of winning. He needs to like boost up enough to the point, and he needs to be like taunt on Comfy and whatnot. Because this thing is never beating a defensive Seismitoad unless it's Return, which it might be. It might be on this set. Nope. Like I said, it's never being defensive. Eventually, I'll get a burn, and then I can just click Rock safely because Kling-Klang no longer becomes a problem at that point. Though I do understand him weakening my Seismitoad as it's fire resist on my team, but it's not my main way of dealing with my Mortar. My main way of dealing with my Mortar is obviously going to be my Aerodactyl. So this is where we can actually afford to reveal Protect because he might go for Giga Drain, he might go for another Hidden Power. We know he specs at that. Yep, goes for Giga Drain, nice. So if he wants an offensive double that deals with VILEPLUME, he'll go Magmortar here. So, funnily enough, I actually want to go Cryogonal because I want to try and Toxic this thing. Now, I know I'm not max speed, so Magmortar may be faster. However, they don't have to necessarily be faster than this. So, if I get off a Toxic, basically Aerodactyl can 1v1 it. I don't have to worry too much. Also, the fact that I live that is insane. So at this point, Thunderbolt does not knock out Cryogonal. My Aerodactyl is really bulky, so I won't die to that either. So what I can afford to do is go Aerodactyl here. I want to keep Cryogonal alive because it can Z-Blizzard the Braviary if worse comes to worse. By him ended up going Kling-Klang, that does not matter at all either. Again, always get to go out the Seismitoad, not only gaining HP, but not caring at all. And at this point, because I'm in a position where he has not set up yet, I'm okay to go for rocks here. Even though I'm like 10,000% in control right now, I don't think anybody can deny I'm in control. That Comfy is still a giant threat, like period. So VILEPLUME's the best answer to this thing, because they run Refresh and Toxic and all that stuff. And if he wants to Rapid Spin, that's fine. He can get Effect Spore. Yep, there you go. Nice para as well. So VILEPLUME, and I get a crit too. Best play is for sure just to go for, I think, a Sludge Bomb at that point. It'll knock him out. It hits Braviary, it hits Magmortar. And Aerodactyl should be a fantastic switch, and it shouldn't care at all. Nice Brave Bird. 0. And once again, we just roost. Maybe Scarf or not, but again, Aerodactyl always being at full. It can also take superpowers. I don't know if that's banded damage or not. I feel like banded Braviary would do more, but the initial burn on Sceptile, the poison on Magmortar, the fact that Seismitoad doesn't care at all about anything that this Pokemon could go for. I'm in such a fantastic position that I can just afford to go for rocks. As it goes, Magmortar. Now, I don't mind protecting here. HP Grass is a thing. All out pummeling could be a thing, but that won't do too much to Seismitoad through Protect. There's the HP Grass. I know for sure this Magmortar is not Specs, but I'm also pretty confident that the Braviary is actually Scarf. So I'm going to go Cryogonal now, just to sack it. This is the, I mean, he has a bunch of, oof. They coming for my boy. Hey, keep running, Jam. Jam, keep running. Okay, anyway. He forfeited. We're cool. Nice. That's why my boy hasn't been uploading. I'm sorry about that. I wasn't supposed to say that, but he's on the lamb. That's what it is. He's on the lamb. Lame. Something. I don't know what it is. Oh, they're going after him. Oh, God. I wish I had a camera right now. I'll put that on. Hold up. This team is fire, man. This team is fire. I like it. Woo! Bunch of threats that I do not want to fight. Yo, he has everything I don't. If he had a Comfy on his team, it'd be the end. Like, it'd be, that's a wrap. That's like the #1 mon I definitely don't want to fight. Anyway. VILEPLUME is a great lead because he's probably going to be anti-lead sash, whatever this is. So if I go for the Sludge Bomb into Giga Drain, I'll be able to get rid of the Lycanroc. I'm assuming that's just sash lead. Seismitoad checks. Let me slow down. Seismitoad checks this. We already know that. Malamar is scary, but Acelgor is faster than +1 Malamar, and Acelgor also KOs it with Bug Buzz. Sigilyph can be a problem, but I think that Aerodactyl can deal with it with sub taunt. Yeah. Okay, so I think we'll be good. He needs to really pressure me with Diancie and whatnot. But again, I'm a Sludge Bomb here. I did not want to go for Giga Drain because I don't want him endeavoring me. I want to break his Focus Sash. Whoa, boy. Damn, I'm ruining my video. I want to break his Focus Sash. That way I can just knock him out with Giga Drain right after. So, fantastic start. Probably going to have to let him boost a little bit with the Malamar, to be honest. But go Sigilyph. Should give me a Rapid Spin as he goes for Psychic and gets a Spadef drop, which is really annoying because if he has Heat Wave now, I'll be knocked out. Yep. That's so lame. I don't know if he has Dazzling Gleam in his Sash or not, but I for sure just want to knock. Yeah, that did nothing. So yeah, he was Sash. I don't think he would have been able to knock me out, if anything, prior. But we'll rest up here because I'll be able to take the next hit. And what I can do is just go Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl was designed for this Sigilyph. And we'll just roost because his Psychic won't be doing too much. He might just end up switching. Kind of sucks because, again, I wanted a Rapid Spin because now you have to deal with rocks. But, I mean, I'll get on my rocks myself. He should go Kling Kling. Yep. This allows me a Seismitoad switching, and that allows me to just start clicking Scald as he goes right for Shift Gear. So I'm for sure clicking Scald. I don't care about your Magnet Rise when you got to deal with Scald burns. Like that's not a problem. Magnet Rise. Is it Breaknet Blitz? I'm actually gonna protect here just in case, because he might be Breaknet Blitz with return. Would he be? No, I don't think he's Breaknet Blitz. He's only +1 attack as well, so Sigilyph will eat it. Yep. So if we get a burn on Kling Klang, Bug Buzz is fairly free. Nice. Get my young rocks here too. Let me pressure that Diancie. Let me pressure Malamar. Let me pressure Sigilyph. Cool, cool, cool. He just missed twice. I don't think any of the chip damage would actually matter on Sigilyph, especially because its only role in the remainder of the game will be to Toxic and Scald spam. So, Energy Ball is your last move, bro. Let's scout. Yeah. Alright, so route to Aerodactyl we go. We'll live that, we'll live Psychic, we live whatever. Now, that did nothing. Go ahead and give me that Sigilyph. So that's a faster threat that could obviously threaten the, I said threat like multiple times. That's a fast Pokemon that could obviously have threatened my Malamar at a point. If he goes out into his own Malamar, I just taunt it and then I just spam Bug Buzz. Well, actually, no. I Rock Slide first, then I taunt him. Because if he's Z Happy Hour, yeah, there's no point. So he'll knock me out. However, Selgor is naturally faster, and Bug Buzz will knock him out. There we go. And that, I think, was the last threat because I believe VILEPLUME will win the remainder of the game. Could be wrong, though. Ooh, Trick Room Diancie, but it can't be PokeaimMD, so I just Giga Drain spam here. It being Trick Room makes it a little bit easier, too. That Life Orb? Yup. That did 0. And VILEPLUME comes through in this game. Not bad. Okay, so again, definitely a scarier matchup, but I knew my way of winning. Had he not gotten the Spadef drop, I'm fairly confident that Croagnon would have actually lived the Heat Wave as well, and I would have been able to Rapid Spin away the rocks, making it even easier for me, but such is life. Let's go for another one. Make a pretty good time, too. Not bad. I just saw Joey KO Kartana with a wake-up slap Frost last. Oh, man, yo, I underestimate. I don't know if you guys saw my recent video with Gator, but I underestimated the hell out of Frost last, man. Shut up, video. I underestimated the hell out of Frost last. For sure. Yeah, I'm glad, though. I'm glad I was proven wrong. But where are the games at? Oh, by the way, for those, I mean, I'll probably mention it in the beginning of another video, but guys, the premieres that have been happening are not YouTube streams. So, what they actually are they're already pre-recorded videos. They're videos that go up, right? So let's say my video goes up at 2 p.m. Eastern, right, every day. A premiere would go live at maybe 1, right? And what it allows you to do is to watch the video early with me and other viewers, and it just allows you to chat, right? It allows you to chat, talk, enjoy the video together, and just talk with me and whatnot before the actual video becomes a video. And then at 2 o'clock, it would obviously become a real video, and everybody can just watch it from there. So that's like the idea behind premieres. They're not me streaming on YouTube. No, I love streaming on Twitch, and I've been doing it for a long time now. So about 4 years, I believe, maybe a little bit more. I'm pretty sure it was 4 years, but I've been doing it for a while now, and I don't plan on stopping that. That's just such a great way to do it. But yeah, premieres are just really fun because they're new, and I get to talk to people, and I like that a lot. He has Ambipom to the top. Golbat's annoying, man. I think this is the game where Subroost Aerodactyl, which beats this, and this when it's Toxic, is fantastic. So I'm gonna lead off with Sigilyph. I like Sigilyph as a lead because I can Toxic Druddigon. He leads Ambipom, and I don't see a reason to not go VILEPLUME, as Effect Spore may indeed activate at a point. Huh. Actually, let me Stealth Rock first. I should have protected. What the hell am I doing? I should have protected. Like, I've used Ambipom so much. I know what you do. But let's see if he has Seed Bomb. Oh, boy. So thankfully, he U-turned instead of kept going. So I'm assuming it's Fake Out, Power Punch, some type of attacks from there. Now, Golbat is obviously a threat. I'm going to protect just to get a little bit more HP because I can bring this thing in on potentially the Ambipom and Druddigon. And we'll go for a Scald Burn. This also just gives me more leftovers recovery as well. A Scald Burn would be really nice because this is his main Bug Buzz resist. I don't consider Pyroar one because it doesn't have any recovery. As you can see, Sigilyph is almost up at full. Yep, there's Toxic. So Malamar seems like a pretty decent switch, and I could just knock. Malamar's another mon that kind of just wins too. Like, it actually doesn't care. And we'll rest immediately as he goes Druddigon. Now, I'm assuming this is his rocker. I'm going to sleep talk a little bit here. Should be faster, yep. Get a rest, a little bit unfortunate. I didn't want to go Seismic Toad because while I could get up rocks, I'd rather burn my sleep turns and potentially knock this thing off as well. Maybe Rocky Helmet, Rough Skin. Yep, nice. Dragon Tail could come out here, as he unfortunately misses. I don't think any initial superpowers are going to be needed, so I don't mind weakening once again Druddigon so I can bring out my Cryogonal. Or hopefully he brings out my Cryogonal, rather. Yeah, I don't want to get glared, thanks, though. I do not want to get glared. Yep. So ideally we're able to rest here. Nice. And he's going to go for another Dragon Tail. Glare's annoying. Good. I made the right play. I'll get in my Vileplume now. Yeah, okay. I made the right play. So Glare's annoying. The rocks are annoying too because if he specs, then Vileplume would be 2 KO'd. However, I mean, that might be specs. I don't know. I'm gonna get some help from whatever's coming in. I don't care whether it be Pyro. I don't want to wait for Synthesis if I don't need to. This is obviously a threat. Arrow is probably my best switch in though, as it does not really care too much and can roost off the damage as well. That is specs. Alright, so he should be switching out into potentially Slowbro here. Yep. That'll allow me to get up rocks and at least force him to defog if need be. Unless he's Grass Knot, which I'm praying that he's not. Toxic is a little annoying, but it's fine. We'll get up our rocks here. Toxic means he can't do anything else to me. Why would he allow me to... Oh, okay, so he's going for game now. Dude, you're crazy. Yeah, you don't do that in front of me, bro. Especially because I don't think you can actually touch me. So I'm actually going to go out to Cryogonal here and spin first. Though Cryogonal is going to be my main way of dealing with Golbat, I think that Aerodactyl can just do it in its own right by just taunting. So Infiltrator doesn't work. And then he can't actually break my sub because if he is the Infiltrator. Nice. You can go ahead and get hit with this Sub-Zero Slammer, my friend. Actually, I'd rather spin it. Wait. Yeah, I'd rather spin because Pyro is more than likely coming out. Yeah, I don't think he'd sack that just yet. So that's great. No hidden power he goes for could knock out Aerodactyl. My god. Why do you do so much damage? But I love how I just get to roost on everything, which is fire. Not bad. So I'll be able to roost, and if he wants to go Druddigon, I'll obviously taunt that thing. Looks like the guy ends up leaving, though. I don't know if he's coming back, especially because with Slowbro being poisoned, Golbat being low, it guaranteed that I'm faster than Pyroar, and, well, Sceptile isn't in range yet. I need a Toxic Sceptile, but I'll basically be able to taunt the Druddigon at that point, so it can't glare me. And with pressure and taunt, I stall out Slowbro. He really messed up when he let me poison Slowbro. He should not have done that. He got the turn right, expecting me to go for rocks. He went for Toxic. Great turn. From that turn, you switch. You always switch. You either go Golbat, anticipating me to Toxic or trying to defog or whatever, or you go Sceptile because Sceptile doesn't care as much about the Toxic, though it does limit its switching, especially with my Protect. But you do not ever stay in with Slowbro at that point. That's just you just lost so much momentum, and you lost your best sweeper, especially because Aerodactyl can just do it. But I think at this point, with rocks up and the fact that Aerodactyl is so nasty and so fast versus him, it just won the game. But with that, we're just going to leave it there. So thank you everybody for watching. Hope you guys all enjoyed. Of course, if you did, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye, my friends.